Hey fun fans, Nick Jr. here from First in Michigan, and it is time, my friends. The divisions for the Michigan State Championship this weekend have officially been released. We have the APTIV Division, the Ford Division, the Consumers Division, and the most stacked division, the DTE Foundation Division. We're going to be taking a look at each division, and I'm going to be giving a couple of my favorites I like for each of the divisions, as well as a couple dark horses, and looking at some statistics. Thanks to my friend Clayton from 27 Rush for providing some of this, and we'll kind of dive right into it.
Your destination for first content, updates, and gaming.
Welcome to the fun.
First Updates Now is supported by Stryker Careers. If you are a college student or recent graduate looking for an incredible internship, take a look at Stryker. Stryker provides a housing stipend, great pay, and an opportunity to work with state-of-the-art medical technology equipment. Discover why so many First alumni are coming to Stryker for their internship or career at careers.stryker.com. First Updates Now is supported by Kettering University. Kettering University hosts 3 co-op employment fairs each year for incoming and current students. Participating in the co-op employment process at Kettering is a great way to begin turning robotics experience into a professional career to earn money towards graduating debt-free. If you are a senior, it's not too late to apply at kettering.edu/apply.
All right, so the first division that we're going to be taking a look at here is going to be the APTIV Division. What we're going to do is I'm going to break down essentially the top set of teams that we have, and then we're actually going to take a look at some of the 1918 data provided by Alicia on Chief Delphi through Tableau, and then I'm also going to give a prediction for each division on who I think that's going to pair up, and possibly some dark horse teams to look out in for each division, as well as a couple other statistics provided as well. But moving into this division, I think this is one of the more, I would say, even balanced divisions. I think that this is kind of what I would expect to see in the repertoire of an MSC division. But just moving through quickly here, 51 Wings of Fire, Swerve Traversal Robot, shooting very well in the high goal from what I've seen recently. Expect big things from them. 70 More Martians competed at Macomb at their second event, and we're in the finals against Martians. 302 Dragons, I personally saw them at Greater Pittsburgh, had a few struggles, but have significantly improved in the state. Won Chairman's this past week at Walled Lake to kind of push their ticket. 573 Mech Warriors, 818 Steel Armadillos, they've taken a big step this year in terms of robot capabilities, and they have a lot to be proud of, and expect them to make some noise here as well. 1023 Bedford Express, who is currently averaging the most cargo in Teleop in the entire state of Michigan. I expect them to be a heavy favorite for this event, or for this division. 1506 Metal Muscle, saw them at Rochester. They won with 35-38. Have not competed since week 2, so, or at least if I'm correct, they did Kettering 1 and then Rochester. So I'm, assuming that they've made significant improvements since then, as I would expect them to as well. 1918 NC Gears, 2-time world champion, 2767 Strike Force. Expect them to take a couple big steps here. 2832 Livonia Warriors. 3175 Night Vision have not made the finals this year yet, but completely have the robot to do so. I expect them to be another favorite in this division as well. 4381 Twisted Devils, 4776 Scott Spots had a couple rough events, but expect them to move forward as well. And 6168 Tyro's team, I also saw them at Macomb 2 weekends ago, and then 7769 The Crew, who had some issues at the beginning of the year with their control system, but looks like they are moving forward after their performance at Walled Lake. After a significant improvement, I would look for them to take a big step there as well. But kind of the 3 or 4 main teams that I'm really looking to take a big step here and kind of be the favorites in some combination. I'll give my prediction of the combination, but I expect 818 to be up there. I saw them at Rochester and Macomb. The robot is there. It's a great turreted shooter. Drive team is very respectful. Looking for great things out of them. 1023 Bedford Express, 1506 Metal Muscle, 2767 Strike Force, 3175 Night Vision. Those are kind of my 5 robots that I really like in this division. But ultimately, I think it's going to be 1023 and 2767. They're going to pair up here. I'm going to predict on the number 1 seed, and then I'm actually going to take 3175 Night Vision and 1918 NC Gears. that are going to pair up here. But ultimately, I think it's going to be the 2767 1023 pair up that's going to make it out of this division into Fimstein. Taking a look at some of the data provided by NC Gears and Alicia from Chief Delphi and Tableau. We're looking at point contribution during the match. 2767 is coming in at the top here. 1023, 51, 503, 1506, 3175. Just goes to show it's a pretty decent line here. Off of the data that I was provided, 1023 currently has the highest average match contribution with 51. This division also has 15 traversal climbers, so a decent plethora of traversal climbers that we have here. We are also looking at a lot of multi-ball autos that we're going to see in this division. They have 5 or 6 here, so I expect a lot of those top alliances to have 5-ball autos, and if not a couple of them, and have some workarounds. But yeah, looking for great things out of this division. And next, we're going to take a look at the Ford division. All right, taking a look at this Ford division. 3 teams really pop out to me here: 33, 3357, 2075. 2075, 3357 have both been at every single event together this year. They've paired up twice to already win events. I expect them to be in the top 4 teams regardless here. One team that I'm really looking for to take a big step, and I know they're going to, is 33. Went to Detroit and was the best robot there by a mile, and still had some issues. Went to Belleville and took a significant step forward. And from what I've seen over the past couple weeks here, 33 is not a team to be looked over. I know a lot of teams are looking at this division and going, oh, okay, we have a 33-57, 20-75 matchup that's going to happen. Hot take. I don't think it's going to happen. I personally think that 33 has put in the work, done the necessary changes to their robot that they've needed to, and they're going to throw some noise into this division here. But taking a look at the team list, number 1, Juggernauts. We're at Walled Lake this past weekend for Alliance Captain. Had a traversal climber that is very consistent since week 1. 33 the Killer Bees, as I just mentioned. 1701, who won Detroit with 33 and was in the finals at Belleville, I believe. 1711 Raptors, one of the best logo traversal robots in the entire state of Michigan. 2075 Enigma Robotics, again, I mentioned them earlier. They now have an adjustable hood, so they'll be able to shoot from significantly farther. I just saw that post on Chief Delphi. 3357 Comets, easily one of the most consistent robots in the state of Michigan, looking for them to take a big step as well. 3414 Hackbots, I also saw them at Detroit when I was FTAing. They were great in week 1, and they've gotten significantly better since then, so I expect them to make some noise too. But a dark horse team that I think has kind of flown under the radar is 3539 Biting Bulldogs. They have came into Rochester and were in the finals. Made some necessary adjustments after Rochester and traveled over to Greater Pittsburgh. I actually attended Greater Pittsburgh with a couple of friends from 3539 that I have and I met in college. And they went undefeated and won the regional. Picked 27, and 2 Michigan teams went out and won Greater Pittsburgh. So I expect Biting Bulldogs to be improved since they were at Macomb. I saw them at Macomb as well. And I really, looking for them to make some noise in here as well. 3641 Flying Toasters, saw them at Walled Lake. Looking for them to make some noises too. My dark horse team that I'm going to pick of this event, 5167 Vibots. And yes, I do know some people from that team, but if you look at the data they're shooting 10 to 12 high goal and they have a catapult, but it is extremely accurate. I expect them to kind of surprise a couple teams that we might not see as well. But 5712 Gray Matter has looked great this year. 6618 Warbots just did very well at a previous event. 7056 the Fast team won an event. And Argonauts, a new rookie team, mentored by my friend Srini from FIM. They're looking decent as well too. So again, this is a pretty well-rounded out division. In my opinion, I would say that the Ford division is probably the weakest division in terms of statistical measurements, just compared to Consumers and Ford, and then obviously the holy grail of DTE that we're going to talk about in a little bit here. But I would probably say that this is the weakest division in my opinion out of all 4. But moving over to some 1918 data, 33 is currently has the highest point contribution during the match. but it's hardly higher than 2075 Enigma, followed by 3357 and 5712 actually, and 3641 kind of jumping into those top 4 spots along with 3539. So again, just wanted to thank our friends from 1918 for providing this. This table is invaluable, and it's really useful for teams to use. So just a couple other statistics that I had on this division. I had that this division actually has 20 traversal climbers. 33 is currently the highest with again average match contribution and max match contribution with about 50.3, and we're using 33's data from Belleville, so about 12 upper makes and 14 upper shots total. I'm fully expecting those numbers to be pushing in the 20 range from what I've heard. So like I said, I'm buying my 33 stock now. I'm really expecting them to take a big step, only because I know what they're capable of. So that's all that's all that's gonna be for the 4 division. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Consumers Energy Division next. All right, taking a look at the Consumers Energy Division. The biggest thing for me when I was waiting for divisions to come out is, where's 27 going to end up? Because, excuse me, wherever 27 ended up, well, that's, they're winning that division, in my opinion. I think that they're 100% locked for whatever division they ended up in. And to be honest with you, I fully expect 27 to go ahead and win this event. But I just missed. I actually forgot. I did not give my predictions for the 4 division. So before we move on to the Consumers division, I do want a quick note. My prediction for that is going to be 33 and 3357 pair up against 2075 and 1701. 33 and 3357 are going to win the Ford division. All right, like I said, moving on to the Consumers division. 27 Team Rush is the highlight of the Consumers Energy division. Have the highest OPR in the state of Michigan, have the highest average match contribution by a mile. We'll take a look at this in a second on the 1918 Tableau page, but 27 is winning this division. Buy the stock now. I'm telling you right now, 27 is going to win this division. Other teams I'm looking to make some noise here. 494 Martians, winners of the Macomb event. Again, great robot. Looking for them to make some noise. 857 Superior RoboWorks, probably one of the best UP teams that we have up there. I believe they've won 2 districts this year, if I'm correct. So expect them to make a lot of noise. 910 Fully Freeze, 1025 Impy. 1188 Ravens won with 2767 a couple weeks ago. Looking them to make some improvements and make some noise here as well. 2337 Engineers won Livonia and then lost Troy with 5460 against 27 and 67. So great Troy event that they went to, made some significant improvements from their first event at Livonia, and I fully expect them to take that next step. If they can get that traversal climber working more, they're going to be in great shape here and make some noise as well. Other teams I like: 3620 Average Joes, 3707 Techno Dogs, 4003 Trisonics, 4391 Bravebots. I think this is going to be my sleeper pick, to be honest with you. 4391 is completely underrated in my opinion, and they are a great team that I think are going to surprise a lot of people in this division here. 5050 Cowtown Robotics, great traversal climber. 5090 Tornadoes, I saw them at Detroit, and they're a pretty good high goal shooter. I really like what they have going. I think that's the best robot that 5090 has built. Very proud or that team should be very proud of themselves, looking to make some great noises at MSC as well. All right, taking a look at the Tableau data provided again by NC Gears. 27 has got the huge jump here. They have, like I said, 5-ball auto that is very accurate, averaging right around 18 to 20 balls in tally-out. Extremely accurate traversal climber. I really like this team. I really like their robot. Again, I fully expect them to take this division. 2337 Engineers is the next team, but it's a solid, we're looking at somewhere around 62-48, so 14-point drop. 5050 Cowtown then, it starts to even out a little bit. 3707, 4003, 494, 4391. So the top end is really high here, and then I think it really evens out here, and kind of makes this a nice little pretty downward trend. But 27's really got that top spot by a mile. So My predictions, I think it's going to be 27 and 23-37 that are going to pair up on the 1 seed. I think 27, it's really their division to lose with this, and then it's going to be 494, 494, and more than likely 1188 or 4003 or 3707. But ultimately, I think it's going to be 23-37, 27 versus 494 and 4003, and 23-37 and 27 is going to take this division. All right, well, here we are, our last division, and save the best for last. We're going to be jumping into the DTE Foundation division here, and kind of at a loss of words with this one. This is definitely the most stacked division out of the 4, and this very well could be a division that we see the number 4 Alliance win, and I'm going to be honest with you about it. There are 11 to 12 extremely good robots in this division, and we'll kind of go through a couple here. 67, the hot team. 1189 won the Macomb event. 862 was at the Macomb event. 1684, the Chimeras had some issues at the beginning of the year, but expect them to be vastly improved. 1718, the Fighting Pie, arguably has one of the best robots in the state of Michigan, but has been having some Robo Rio issues. It sounds like they've got it figured out. I was at their shop this past weekend, and I expect them to be one of the top robots in this division as well. 2834, Bionic Blackhawks, finalist at the Belleville event. Finalists at the Belleville event. 3452 Green Engineers, 3534 House of Cards, winners of the Kettering event. 3538 Robo Jackets, arguably, in my opinion, they're the second best robot in the entire state of Michigan. Tank drive, beautiful turret, beautiful shooter. Expect them to honestly win this division with 67, but I'll get into that in a second. 3655 Tractor Technicians competed last week. 4130 the Blue Devils, a team that I was used to be with. Great traversal climber. High goal is significantly more consistent. Look for them to make some noise and kind of be a dark horse in this event that teams might not be looking out for, that I expect could make some noise in here as well. 4362 Gems, winner of the Belleville event with Team 33. 4779 Robo Sapiens. 4967 that one team. 5114, one of the higher OPR teams in Michigan. 5150 won 2 events as a defensive robot. 5460 won Kettering with 27, lost against 27 at Troy. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. There's 7211 Hollywood. I didn't even see them. I didn't even know they were in this division. 7211 Hollywood. I mean, man, like the list just goes on and on and on. Funny stat here. There are 30 teams in this division that have the ability to climb to the traversal. Now, whether they do it on an accurate point is another story. Consistency-wise, according to my data that was provided to me, I have about 19 of them, 19 of the robots that consistently make it to the traversal, but 30 that have the ability to go to the traversal. I mean, that's insane. So this is so hot take. Whoever wins this division is going to be crowned the first Michigan State champion at the end of Fimsteins. This division is just have so much firepower, and if you make it out of this division, you're going to be in good shape. So we're going to take a look at the Tableau data. 67 comes in as the top team here in point contribution, average point match contribution, with just under 60, followed by 35-38, then 51-14. Again, they're another team that I think has slept a little bit because they've gone to a couple UP events. But I expect them to be right up there. 43-62 Gems. Sounds like they've made some significant improvements. 17-18, 54-60, 35-34, 28-34, 26-11 Jacktown Vectors, a team I haven't even mentioned yet. They look to be very good as well too. 72-11 Hollywood started off low goal, started shooting high goal at Belleville. 41-30, same story with Hollywood, shot low goal at Rochester, started shooting high goal at Macomb. 1684, looked for them to be significantly improved. I mean, again, the list just goes on and on and on about this. So, most stacked division. Predictions. 67 is going to seed 1. They're going to pick 35-38. That is going to move 17-18 into the 2 seed. And they're going to pick 54-60, and I think those are going to be our 2 finalist alliance here. And 67, 35, 38 is going to win. I hope you enjoyed me kind of taking a look at some of these divisions and making some predictions. Drop below in the comments what you think and who is going to be crowned the first Michigan State champion this weekend. I'll be at the event all weekend, mainly with helping out with 4130 as they're a couple short on mentors, but I will be all around. Tyler will be there this weekend, get behind the bumper interviews, the behind the glass interviews, so if you see Tyler, be sure to say hi. Steve Londo, who's our FRC recap host, is also going to be an MC on one of the MSC fields. If you see him, be sure to say hi. You know, again, love doing this content, love breaking it all down. Thanks for watching. Nick Jr. signing out.
Thanks to Kettering University for their support of this video. Kettering University hosts 3 co-op employment fairs each year for incoming and current students. Participating in the co-op employment process at Kettering is a great way to begin turning robotics experience into a professional career to earn money towards graduating debt-free. If you are a senior, it's not too late to apply at kettering.edu/apply. Thanks to Stryker Careers for their support in this video. First alumni and mentors are making Stryker a top priority for their internships and careers. That's because Stryker knows that those in first are the leaders and innovators of tomorrow. If you want to help make the world a better place by creating life-saving medical devices and technology, get started at careers.stryker.com. Thanks for watching. If you want to join us for future fun streams, be sure to click the follow button and turn on the notification bell to know when we're live. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. View archives and unique content at youtube.com/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow. And check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.